Okay, so the Stars, I wasn't paying much attention because I was in Utah, but apparently they made a really big trade, and they're like the third best team in the NHL.
In the NHL.
They're
cruising. They've only lost like 2 games in the last, 10, 12 or something like that. And they were already a really good team. And yes, they did make a huge trade. Like this is one of those going all in trades at the deadline. And they traded for Mikko Rantanen. He's one of the top wingers in the league. He's scored a lot of goals against the Stars when he played for Colorado for a really long time. And so it's just one of those players that you know firsthand how good they are and how they play and how you want to not only get him off of a rival team, but onto your team. And he did have a stop through Carolina on the way. So they didn't do the trade with Colorado. Sorry. But that's where he spent most of his career. So I think it's just awesome. It's just one of those things where not only are you telling the other players on the team as the general manager, like, this is how much I believe in you guys. They gave up 2 first-round picks, and Stankoven, who is Logan Stankoven, he was a really good defender for them, and he had really been coming along nicely. And, it was a nice piece to the Dallas Stars lineup. And then those 2 first-round picks, and Jim Nill doesn't usually pull the trigger on giant deals like that. He likes to wheel and deal, and he'll do trades. But a big one like this is a guy that everybody who was looking for something at the deadline to bolster their team was wanting.
So this is like a signal, like, we're fucking going for it.
This is a signal like we're fucking going for it. Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah. And there were some cool quotes going around, from Jake Ottinger, the Stars goalie, saying this is what you want to see from your general manager.
I wonder, it makes me think of 2010 when the Rangers got Cliff Lee.
Yeah.
And the clubhouse was so effing stoked. It was like, oh my gosh, they really think we can win the World Series because they just got Cliff fucking Lee.
Right.
And so they really think we can do something. They really believe in us. They believe in the guys. Obviously, they've got in the room, but they're like, we're going to put you over the top.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that's what the Stars did.
That's what the Stars did. And
Good for them.
It's always it's funny because I don't know, every team and organization is different, but the general manager and the front office, at least for the Stars, they don't talk with the players that often, right? They're kind of separate. So when you do something like this, or during the trade deadline, the players kind of sit back, and it's like, this is how you can really tell how the front office feels about you. Either they trade somebody away, and then you're like, oh shit. Yeah. You see one of your teammates pack up his stuff and leave, and you're like, oh crap. Well, that's pretty much our season. He thinks we're a seller. They do nothing, and you just kind of are like, okay, well now we're all anxious because they're not sure about us. So we're not sure about ourselves. Or they make a big move like this, and they're like, okay, all right, we're going for it, like you said. And so that's what this was. And, you could tell from all the quotes coming out of the Stars locker room that this really did rejuvenate them, kind of pump them up. And it was a team that was already playing really well and really clicking. So it's going to be really fun now to watch them as they head into this playoff kind of stretch into the postseason, getting ready for the postseason, see where they can finish, and then how they do. They've been to the Western Conference Final the past 2 seasons, but of course, the players, like Jamie Benn, the fans, they want more than that. They want to win a cup, and so this is surely going to help them a lot in that pursuit of the cup. He ranks 6th in scoring in the NHL over the past 2.5 seasons. So they're saying now the Stars are could be the best offensive team in the league. Yeah,
and I saw that I think they have the best odds now to win the Stanley Cup. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so fun, though, and such a great time for it. This time of year, this little month before baseball starts. And,
right.
Yeah, well, good for the Stars.
Yeah, it's fun, and you can't help but think, the juxtaposition with the other team at the AAC, maybe has given them a little bit of a we can be it. Everyone's
going to be looking at us because it just keeps getting worse for the Mavs. I mean, it's just because there was another injury, right? I just saw on social. Wasn't there another injury?
Oh, probably.
I saw that anyway. Whatever. Yeah. I thought, because listen, I'm a Mavs fan. I love the Mavs. Worked for them for a short time, or covered them for a short time, or whatever. But I kind of was like, okay. And I loved Luka, and I was kind of like, is it time to move on, everybody? No, they're not moving on. People are not moving on.
No,
they are not moving on at all. Because the missteps just keep coming. let's raise your ticket prices. Let's do this.
Why would they do that right now?
I don't understand what's going on. It's almost like they're intentionally trying to piss people off. It's really weird. And then you got Fire Nico chants everywhere popping up at like FC Dallas games and medieval times. Like what? Medieval
in
times?
Stars games. Yeah, but medieval times.
Medieval times. Like it's just unbelievable.
I wonder if like the green and the blue and the red guys were getting in on it too, like waving their swords.
But it's like just when you
Fire
think,
Nico.
Yeah, just when and you have to think like even if they thought we believe in this move, the fan base is going to get over it, and we're going to show them. And then just, I mean, some of it's out of their control. The injuries, they can't control those and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, this fan base is not letting up at all. And they're not giving them any reason to let up because they keep misstepping.
I know they do. And it stinks. It's like, it's just the perfect storm, like the collision of all of these things happening because you could have, I don't want to say recovered from, that was a terrible, terrible trade. And you don't want Luka to ever leave this team.
And wait till April 9th gets here.
Yeah.
Holy
oh my gosh.
Smokes. And there's no one going to the games. I didn't say no one. It's just not. It's just
not
bad.
good.
And I feel really bad I feel bad for the players. None of this was their doing. And I feel bad. People keep slamming the Mavericks PR team. I'm like, do you think they have any control over the shit that's being done?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Is Scooter still over there?
No.
He's not. Okay. So I don't even know anyone anymore.
Yeah.